It is time for more Skong. Oh yes, welcome in. Congrats on being first cams. Welcome in, Rosie. I hope you guys have had a wonderful day so far. Sorry for bumping that one. So first of all, this is like a makeup stream, right? Like I promised to stream Skong once a week after like the redemption goal had been hit. And I obviously failed that, like literally like the second week or something like that. And then obviously this week, because I was a bit sick on Sunday. So yeah, this is like kind of why I'm doing this like in the middle of the week. I'm just saying don't get used to it basically. This is going to be like one of the makeup streams. I obviously need like a second one probably next week. But yeah, that's definitely going to happen. Otherwise I'm going to stick with like the weekends for the most part. But that doesn't mean that there's only going to be like weekend streams. Obviously I want to stream like a little bit more. It's just that, you know, they're like things I have to do every once in a while. Like tomorrow, for example. Wait, forgot your usual greeting. Happens. Wait, where was I? Because now I forgot. Oh yeah. So that does mean that I'm still going to stream Skong on the weekend, but this time it's going to be Saturday. So this is like mostly related to like hobbies and stuff, right? Like I've promised my current D&D campaign where I'm playing that I would, you know, teach them how to play Pathfinder, and the only day that's like kind of available is like going to be like on a Sunday. So I'm gonna do that on Sundays now, like the next few weeks probably, and as long as that's going on, I'm just going to stream Skong on Saturday. Doesn't really make too much of a difference to me personally. I hope it's still fine to like for all of the other guys here. So that's the first thing. I'm not gonna. So here's the actual issue with that. I'm actually not sure if I can keep that up because I also have like stuff on Saturday every second Saturday. Like this Saturday should be fine unless I forgot something. But yeah, I'm gonna figure out like how to schedule it exactly. It might be like on a Friday instead. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna make sure that there are going to be like enough Skong streams. That's the first thing. The second thing, obviously, you know, the stream that I have promised for like over a month at this point, it's going to be the anniversary stream. That's going to happen tomorrow, also at like 8 PM CST, so like this time basically. It's basically just me yapping about the games that I've played this last year. And also like some, I guess like other remarks to games that I've played before. It's going to be fun, I think. Like I enjoyed the last one, it's mostly just rambling. But it's like, I rarely have like the opportunity to really talk about like spoilers about games, especially like, how do I put it? When I'm doing like a YouTube series, for example, I oftentimes give myself like a little bit of time at the end of the last episode to like really talk about like my thoughts. But oftentimes I'm only like thinking about stuff like obviously like once I'm done, and obviously this is like in the moment. I don't really have like a script or anything like that, so I oftentimes forget stuff. So this is like kind of, I guess, an addendum to like my thoughts to the games that I've played, and it's also like kind of a list of recommendations in a way. Like I don't really recommend games, but I can at least like go into detail why I would recommend certain games to certain people, right? Like in a sense that I don't like to give like blanket recommendations. That's probably the best way to put it. It's just, I don't know, I always feel like when people just recommend, like most of the time they actually recommend stuff, they basically just say, hey, this is something I personally liked, here, play it yourself basically. But I don't really think that recommendations like that really work, which is why I like to like yap a lot about stuff. And also, again, I don't really like to recommend stuff because of that. Because like most of the time when people ask me, I don't necessarily have like the deepest understanding of like what kind of games they would enjoy, right? But still, it's like a really fun list, in my opinion. I have like, I should check. I actually prepared something like for Discord again. Last year I did it the same way. Like I personally don't like showing my browser while I'm streaming for like, you know, DDoSing reasons or like doxing reasons, probably a better way to put it. Just because, how do I put it? Like, if you work in like an IT field, you do realize how dangerous it is to just like show small things. I'm gonna say basically, like based on just a few ads that may show up, may not show up, those alone could probably triangulate like my position down to like a few miles. And that's like always scary to me. Obviously, I'm not assuming that most people would ever do that, but it's like an opportunity that, you know, or a possibility that could happen. Especially with something I'm putting out on the internet, not just in a live stream, but also like in the VODs that are like permanently saved on YouTube. Just not a big fan of that, right? And obviously I could just go with like ad block and stuff, and like technically I have that set up on like my main browser, but I can't use my main browser either. Just because I don't want you to see like my, you know, browsing history. Mostly because I use it for university stuff. And like, if you could just read, hey, this is my university, you could probably also figure out where I live. Stuff like that. Because like, once you figure that out and like, you have like 1 or 2 more details about me, you could like quite easily figure out like my name, my full address and all that stuff. It's like quite easy actually. And like, again, obviously, I'm not assuming that something like that is going to happen, especially like while I have like 5 people here at most. It's just something that you always have to think about. There are always like some people out there who just have like fun with that, right? Like that's like the whole, you know, when people started swatting, you know, big popular streamers for fun, basically, which I don't know, that just sounds so crazy to me. Obviously, again, those are like people who have like tons of people in there who are. You know, statistically, you're going to have like some crazy people in your chat at some point, right? But yeah, you don't have to risk it if you don't have to, right? So I would have to like use another browser and stuff, and that would just be annoying. Anyway, I still have like a tier list prepared that I'm going to send like onto the Discord. Like if you want to make like your own list based off the games that I have played, both for last year and this year, I have them separated just to make that a little bit easier. I'm going to post those like once stream starts. Yeah, originally I didn't want to talk about that too much just because I had like one game like on the back burner, right? Like I played Viewfinder, or like I'm releasing Viewfinder currently. And originally that hadn't released yet when I originally wanted to make that stream. But obviously it's been like another month and so like things have changed. So I don't have to keep that one secret. I obviously played that one like 3 months ago or something like that. And well, it was fun. Like obviously would have been kind of a spoiler had I just, you know, posted that on Discord. Anyway, that's like some of the plans for like the near future, I guess. Otherwise, I'm trying to think if I forgot something. I probably did. I always do. But for the most part, just because I don't want to stream for too long today. Mainly because I still have like work to do. Like I have still a bunch of research papers to read for like my thesis and stuff. And, you know, it's just like a lot of work, and I kind of like to have the energy at night to actually work on that, just because I tend to be like more focused when it's like 1 or 2 a.m. than it is like in the afternoon or something like that. So yeah, I'm probably going to be spending like a lot of my time tonight on that. But yeah, that doesn't mean that this is not going to be like the long stream. So I'm gonna basically just jump into the game here real quick. Let me pause the music first though. Otherwise, just in case I forgot to ask, how has your guys' days been? I've completely forgotten if I've asked that. If I have, then, well, that's the question again. Okay, let me start Hollow Knight though. Sorry, Hollow Knight : Silksong in the background. It's always like this is like one of the minor things that every single time I see like the game on my desktop, I'm always reading, oh, it's Hollow Knight. Obviously, it's Hollow Knight. It's not Silksong, it's Hollow Knight. Oh. Anyway, let's switch over. I hope I still have the correct game set up. Maybe. You had yummy food for lunch, so it's a good day. That's great to hear. You had to enforce a cancellation policy twice today? So you're big and brave. Yeah, like I would probably just accept my loss at that point. Talking about loss, there's actually one story that I still can talk about. I don't know if like the game is too loud, but it's probably fine. Just because I keep it relatively quiet. But like because I prepared something for like a Pathfinder campaign or like short adventure for like friends. I'm going to teach that. Wait, you can't even hear the game? I mean, I do know that it's like quiet, but I should not have it like that quiet. I can raise the volume a little bit. I mean, it's supposed to be quiet. But like the last time, like originally I had it like at -5 decibels, and I thought it was like a little bit too loud when I was like attacking and talking at the same time. So yeah, it's supposed to be quiet. But yeah. This is like the -5. I want to keep it like around -10 decibels. Just for like the louder scenes, but that's like kind of default. And now I can't get it to like -10 decibels anymore. Anyway, we're just gonna talk about like that story like in game. You can hear like a whisper now. Okay, fair enough. In a thunderstorm, you know, it's basically the same, right? Anyway, I'm just gonna start the game. Okay, we're like 8 hours in. Right, like I was looking at the Steam statistic and it's like another hour or so that I was apparently just AFK. Anyway, let's switch back into Hunter's March. Before I tell the story, I did actually like rewatch parts of the last stream. I tend to do that because I have this scatterbrain and sometimes I don't take enough notes. Last time we did like a lot of stuff. We went to like a lot of places. Let's check the map again. We went around here, Deep Docks. Yeah, got up like up here in the far fields. We were like near the lake, and then went to the west. There was also like the weird, what was it called? I forgot what the name was. Something Reaper, something Reaper Hall. I don't know. I know it was like something Reaper or something like that, or like similar at least. And I thought it was like a boss that I then met like down here, like in the Greymoor. Went to the west and. Yeah, exactly. I went further west and then decided to jump into like the worm ways instead of continuing onwards. I do need a key over there. That's something I cannot forget. What else? Oh yeah, and then afterwards... Wait a second. We went back into the Marrow, right? And then we climbed up here and we're currently like somewhere in this area, I'm assuming. Because we don't have a map of this place, do we? Yeah, we don't have a map of this place. I just remember like roughly where we were. Like I at least hope that this was like the place. Because I do remember like we were like down here exploring something. I found like a weird hunt and then I climbed around here and then I got, you know, murdered by traps. Especially like this one up here. But yeah, that's basically what happened. Let's see what I can remember still. It's probably going to be fine. First, I need to remember like the controls. Okay, this is the dash button. As always, all the buttons are always off for me just because I'm playing like another Metroidvania on the side and like the controls are completely different that one. And that's always, you know, an issue. Anyway, I guess we are climbing up further. Let's see if I still remember how to play this game. Just barely. I say barely and I miss like every single pogo. What was over here? Did we go over here? I hear noises. We've definitely not been here. Statue? Reaching for the light? You're sneezing. Why is this brush sneezing? Is it that cold? I don't want to slap a brush just for sneezing, but like they should at least say something, right? Pretend the X key is just me saying Gesundheit. Oh. Okay, that was a lot less damage than I expected. Oh, Gilly! Oh goodness, this is just too embarrassing. Detect even through my perfect cover. Whatever. Surely something gave me away.
Any friend?
It was no one thing, young buck. Your disguise is near faultless. I've merely spent a long life being watchful.
Go on now.
Yeah, then I just have to hope the beasts about don't share such keen sight. It'll be so much harder to accomplish my work if I'm detected or eaten. Okay, you know what? You have a point. What's your work though? These are dangerous fields, young one. Not for a casual wandering. What task sees you brave them?
Ooh, Hasana.
Ah, Sada. A treacherous quest, but a crucial one. Upon the last wish of my father, I've taken up the study of these wide caves. These fields will display life and growth, even as the lands around erode to dust. There's a hot harmony here that eludes the grey waste above and the dry marrow beside. With time and study, I shall uncover why. I guess uncover, not undercover. Yeah. That's all. See here, this old statue. I've been thinking long on it. What clues it might hold. The claw work seems beyond other structures throughout these caves. Who was she, I wonder, to deserve such refined remembrance?
You don't know it.
Here's the form of a dancer, and the craft is indeed exquisite. There must once have been more to these ants before the hauntings snared their shell and minds. Well, that's probably reasonable, right? Even though, you know, it's probably more shell thing in general. Oh, I want to talk some more. I'm sorry for, like, unhiding you again. Conversing is a pleasure, but I must return to my observance. Try not to leave too much of a trail when you leave, please. I mean, I'm gonna try? By, like, destroying? Okay, I can't destroy this one. But I can destroy, like, the rest. You don't leave a proper trail. You know, I just like being watched or something like that. Anyway, time to run. You know, new acquaintances. Also, because I'm terrible, I'm gonna write down the name, like, properly. Hey, could you, like, repeat your name properly? Gilly with 2 L's. Okay. My notes! Okay, that's better. Gotta remember that name now. Ah, please leave. Okay, I'm gonna leave then. Ah. Okay, I'm gonna run. Gonna dash. And by gonna dash, I mean dash upwards. I don't even know where I am, but hey, we are going to figure that one out in a second. We do have some shards here. Do I even need those? Because I'm terrible at navigating my menu. Apparently I do. I've been using them. Oh yeah, I've been donating them. I was trying to remember. But apparently I'm doing good for the community or something like that. Also these spikes are kind of weird. They remind me more of teeth. But did I just break that? I did hear like a weird noise. Huh. Oh? Secrets. You can't hide your secrets from me. But you can definitely hide them behind some spikes. Well, easy peasy. Don't worry about it. I'm great at trap avoidance, apparently. Well then, long jump? Is this a fight or are you just like weird? Well, I'm just gonna, you know, assume the worst. Bonk. Huh. Not quite what I expected, I guess. What are you doing? Where are you? What just happened? Yeah, broke something else up there. Don't tell me there's like another secret wall here. Okay, there might not be. What? Just... Huh? Okay, I guess I'm gonna, you know, avoid them now. It's fine. Oh. I'm just bonking against walls. Okay, I don't get this place. Like, at all. And I would like to set like a marker, but I have like no idea where I am. And I kind of need a map. This is not a... Okay. Huh. Are you back if I do this? I don't know if you're going to return or not. I'm assuming if you're not going to return that this is probably like an NPC we're going to meet again. Just gonna continue to run. You know what? Running is the best way of avoiding things, hey? Oh, okay. We can actually talk. The model Scar. Wait a second. I'm gonna write that down. Yo, Cassie Workerman. A surprise Skong stream? I mean, I announced it like 2 days ago. So it's not a surprise. No, this is a makeup stream for me missing like 2 streams in total at this point. Anyway, how's your day been? Modeled Scar. Okay. It's like an ant guy. It's probably how I'm going to remember it. Gah! Look. My apologies, sir. Though I can grasp the language of many bugs, your words are unfamiliar, even to me. These items you have collected, these are the wares of a warrior. Do you wish to trade? Ooh. Curve Claw. It's a pleasant surprise for you. You didn't see the announcement. To be fair, I don't like to spam like people, so I generally like don't ping people when I make like announcements for streams. I just post them every once in a while, you know. We have like enough pings once the stream starts, I hope. Anyway, a fractured mask. Okay, interesting. Tell me more. Or maybe you forgot. It happens. And shard bundle. Well, I am clearly understanding this. So this is like something offensive and this is defensive. I'm assuming you're throwing similar like to like the other claws that have been like thrown in the game. I'm assuming, right? Like I'm just gonna read the situation here. And I don't know what the mask does. I feel like, yeah, words of wisdom. They're so brilliant, right? Like we should write those down. I'm just gonna buy those. But I also need money for a key. Also, I don't have Oh. You know what? I was looking at the Drifter's cloak, didn't read it. It was like, when did I pick up a beanie? Yeah, that might not be a beanie. It's just like the cloak. I don't know. I do have like some of these. It's 120, 60, 30 times 6. Like, we have a lot of them. Oh, wait, I wanted to check the other equipment. Yeah, we only have like 2 for the exploration stuff, right? Also? Oh wait, this is, yeah, okay, this is definitely a useless one because I always pick up my rosaries after I die. Really not that sure. Oh yeah, I wanted to switch to Druid's Eye. I remember. Didn't actually do that. Do I want an upgrade? I kinda want those, especially because they're like kind of in an awkward spot. But then I'm completely poor again. You know what? Let's buy those. Item purchased. The second one. I don't care about like, you know, the other pieces, but hey. Great trade. Can we talk like when I stand on the other side? No. Okay. Oh, how sad. Well, it's kind of funny that this is like how the conversation works. Just, you know, ouch. Just don't murder a guy and they are willing to sell wares to you, you know? It's like something... Okay, I don't know why I'm playing like this. This is like something I had to learn like multiple times in my life. Whee, I'm just gonna do it like this. Whee, and then we run and run again. Don't worry about the spike traps. Okay, there should also be a bench nearby, so I'm just gonna take that one. It's over here. I'm benching like all of the things that I just picked up. Okay, first of all, oh, it actually tells me. I thought it would be just like a mystery. That would have been actually kind of fun. A fractured mask. Old bug skull carved for protection. Shields against critical damage but shatters on impact. If shattered, the mask will be repaired while resting at a bench. Wait. Does critical damage mean the first time? Like, obviously, rhetorical question. Like, this is like currently where I'm thinking. Either this game has like a crit system. Yo, cat, welcome in. Sorry for goring. How's your day been? I hope it wasn't like too exhausting, I guess. Anyway, fractured mask. Like, I was thinking about something. I remember in Hollow Knight at one point. What have I done so far? I've just found like the shopkeeper here, and I also talked to Gilly. Those are like the 2 things. That was that day, right? Like, I hope I didn't like misspell that now, because I'm terrible at names. No, but seriously, like during my Hollow Knight playthrough, like in the very beginning, I thought there was like a crit mechanic because I misread like a situation. And I was thinking, maybe there's like a crit mechanic in here, but I think it's probably more likely that this is just like the first time I would die, I don't die. I'm assuming. That would be like a reasonable way to read that. And this one? Art sharper used by hunters to take down flying prey. You know what? I wanted to have something that, you know, does the thing and the stuff. That would be nice. I'm gonna try that. And I also would like to switch out the warding bell against, I think, Druid's Eye? I'm gonna try that. So, also didn't see the announcement. Well, that happens, you know. I'm just gonna blame Sapphire Bot, even though Sapphire Bot didn't even write the announcement. The thing and the stuff. Oh, yes. Okay, first of all, do I have no shards? Oh, wait, no, it's... How do I... Oh, this is how I play the game. I am terrible at remembering stuff. Okay, that's cool. That's 5 per boomerang. That's a pleasant surprise, yeah. I mean, it happens. Anyway, I guess, yeah, this is like where we were before, right? Like, just to show again, we've been here at the statue. Oh, you're gone now. Okay. Interesting. Unless your hiding spot is better now. One or the other. I'm just gonna assume that we are done talking here. Right, like, we've done that stuff, we climbed up, and that's basically it. Otherwise, I'm not really sure about, like, what I want to do today, like, direction-wise. I'm just gonna, you know, trust that the game is going to guide me. What is a Twitch browser notification? If you want to switch over, wow. That's kinda, yeah, that's silly. Yeah, Twitch notifications are weird. I generally, like, if I really care about, like, being punctual to stuff, I generally just follow Discords, and by that I mean, I don't follow Discords. Right, there are very few people I am actually in the Discord to like listen to announcements. Otherwise, I'm just like, if I'm 10 minutes late, that's just live, you know. Ooh. Look at those ants in my room, you know, they're doing stuff. Anyway, I don't remember if we came from here or if we came from like further down. I do remember like, you know, bouncing around. So, oh wait, ouch. You know, I was not paying attention for like half a second. But yeah. Twitch is such a hater. Yeah, I completely agree. Twitch is terrible in like so many things. I mentioned this before, like whenever I like want to like get like a first kind of redeem in like certain chats or something, I often pop out chat and then have like my stream in a different window, because it then shows me when the stream starts by basically showing the timer, but doesn't start. So I can reload that stream and then during that time can use the chat on my second monitor or whatever to like redeem like the stuff that I want to redeem in the beginning of stream. Anyway, I don't recall if we started here. I am terrible at this. Yeah, we've been here, okay. Yeah, I'm semi-sure that we've been here and like we probably picked something up like in this corner. This is probably where we came from then. Yeah, it's definitely where we came from. Okay, I'm gonna go further down then. Ouch, I wasn't paying attention, I was reading! Ouch. Okay, that would have been really cool had I hit that one. Yeah, it's preying on your downfall, for real, for real. So for real. Wait a second. That's one good-looking ant. I mean, yeah, Mortal Scar definitely, you know, truly the best shopkeeper. I mean, I was sold on like every single word that they said. Ouch. That was almost cool, okay? Almost. Then I missed. Okay, I'm just gonna check out like the other places here. Look at that, more ants. And more of these like toothy rocks. One day they're just going to chomp down, right? That's clearly going to happen. Hey, how are you? Oh, it's just you! It's you, Chakra, it's time to talk. Also, look at the murder. I love the rings. Greetings, Chakra. I had a sense I would find you in these winding tunnels, filled as they are with the marks of combat. Pashanka, you trust your instincts rightly. The red-shelled warriors who carved out these roads make for excellent opponents indeed. I would gladly spend much time here, testing myself against their blades and cunning traps, but I must keep to my task. As should you. Well, I just spent all my money. I would love to get a Hunter's March map. Burrowed paths of the red shells, their stores and shrines are frequent throughout. These tunnels must grant them swift passage about the fields below. And also red shells. I mean, you know, I have the feeling that I know where you got those. That's probably the reason. I'm gonna, you know what? That's the wrong button. I'm gonna do the thing. I need... Sure, let's break those. Breaking 1, breaking 2. I need the map. I want maps. I like collecting maps. These twisting tunnels hide many worthy opponents, but many traps as well. Watch your footing closely. Thanks for telling me. I luckily have not encountered any traps yet that would have murdered me, okay? I would never. Anyway, Hunter's March map. Look at that. Money well spent. Also, I just noticed that there's like some green on my silk. Like some snot coming out of there. Delicious. I should have probably paid attention to that. Anyway, what's the map looking like? Okay. I can't climb up to the top left. I do know that. It's just like a really long pathway, right? Like, to be fair, it has to fit like between like 2 areas, so it does make a lot of sense. But something to the right? I mean, I like to check out places. So let's just jump. That's almost failed, but hey, that worked. Okay. Gotta be completely honest, this feels like a trap. But you like just checking around, right? What do you have to me? Something? A memory locket! Well, I'm gonna forget about judo. Anyway, let's start. I don't remember. Like, I do remember that I can use those to unlock, like, more spaces. Also, goldfish, yeah. Basically. I do remember that I can, like, unlock more stuff. Did I? Okay, it's also still 1 as a cost. That's interesting. I would have actually expected that those get, like, more expensive over time. I'm not sure which one I would get next. I feel like this Fractured Mask sounds kind of cool, so I would maybe go for defense? Or do I just... Pre-goldfish? I mean, that's reasonable. That would be great. I will forget that. Appreciate the comment. Also, here's another thing that I always appreciate about like CERT comics. If my name is in there, I get like the mentions you kind of notification, so it's like written in red, so that makes it like even better. Anyway, I'm also thinking maybe I should get like both tools. That would also be cool. The issues of like too much cool stuff to use. More traps? I'm just gonna free, you know, those guys. Oh, something. I don't like those shaking things. I'm just gonna break, you know, the traps. Just in case. It's probably fine, right? Everything is going to work out just fine. Ooh, another cage. Anything else here? No? I guess we will just enter. I'm assuming a big red bug. Still shaky? Chapters of the Beast. Ooh. Who's the Beast, though? I have a weird suspicion that those spikes, you know, the tooth spikes are going to come down in a second once we see like a big stomp. Also, I feel like part of me really wants to heal, but hey, who cares? I'm just gonna continue. Okay, you're to the top left, that's important. So, I guess we have like a little bit of time before anything happens. Exactly, I'm the Beast, clearly. Look at that. Okay, that was... I should have, you know, done like a longer jump there. I feel like it's going to be like an issue if I don't time it right. Like that. That's better. Who needs health anyway? Exactly. You know, health was invented by doctors, so they, you know, can get money. Something like that. Maybe it was John Health. I think that was John Health actually who invented that. Like that concept in general. Anyway, I guess I won't be able to come back here afterwards. Also, I just noticed the green stopped, so I'm assuming that at a certain point I don't get more stuff from like the what's called the Druid's Eye. So it's probably like a maximum, like similar to like my natural regeneration. That's why you're never healthy? Well, you know what? If I find them in this game, I'm gonna find John Health and I'm gonna destroy them. You know? And then the invention is also going to disappear instantly. Trust me, that's how inventions work. I'm just gonna float down here. Look at that. You're so mean, game. You're so mean. Oh, wait. It's okay. If I get 1 damage, then I'm getting the green stuff. And I'm assuming the second time is going to be that it's going to be filled. I'm just gonna assume that. Making assumptions, I'm not gonna pay attention to it though, because I'm terrible at it. Is that the Beast? You're mad. Okay. You're doing the funny spinny move. I would like you to go away so I can heal. Ren. Very lovely. Okay. I seriously don't know which piece this is, and I also think it's always fascinating when you have like a game where like enemies are trapped and they only, you know, start to or break out once they see you. It kind of has like weird implications that they might really enjoy being trapped actually. But hey, we don't kink shame here. You know? For reasons apparently. Guys, no concept of personal space, 100% agreed. Right. I would like you to go away. Reasonable. Anyway, I guess I'm just gonna float down some more. Isn't that just bringing me to the beginning again? Oh, no, it's over here. I am terrible at navigating, apparently. Hey, I'm full life, so nothing bad is going to happen here, right? Trust? Trust? Nothing bad is going to happen. Clearly. Hey. Wrong button. Savage Beastfly. Yeah, Beast Savage or something like that. Oh, that's actually kind of cool that you bounce. I love the bounciness. No. I don't know what you are doing here, but it's certainly not working. Oh, look at the damage. That's like... Okay, that was for me. I tried something fancy. Look at all the damage I'm dealing with that thing. Wait, can I pick you up mid-air? I should have paid attention to that instead of, like, you know, wasting my heal capabilities. Okay, I can't heal here anyway. Yep, those are traps. Ouch. Okay, I need to somehow... Ah, I tried to pogo. I tried to pogo. Rip me. I tried to pogo off and then heal. Ah, I tried something silly and it didn't work. I need to try this again, though. What happens if I saw myself catching that one? Or did I just misread the situation? I thought I caught it. Okay, maybe I didn't catch it then, and I just missed, like, where it was flying. Okay, at least I don't have to experiment around this time. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you know what? That's right. My nail is basically a USB stick for ghosts and also for bugs, apparently. So don't worry about it. I'm just gonna remember everyone here. And run over here again. Whee! Look at me running. I'm absolutely running. Wait, they're already at the death? I think I did, right? I started with 14. That's reasonable, right? Like, here's the thing. Worst case, I tend to, like, recheck the VOD anyway, so... worst case, we can fix that in post. Don't worry about it. This time we're gonna die, you know? We can just, you know, remember the one, and we're going to leave it at that. Look at that. Silky smoothness. I still love the boomerang. It's kind of cool that it hits like that much. It's just kind of... How do I put it? I feel like the enemies in this game have like a lot of HP. Or maybe it just doesn't deal that much damage, actually. That could also be like an option. Or like this is just like a really weak attack, you know? Like I would like to heal. But I don't know when I'm gonna do that. It's probably easiest to just wait until you're stunned. Just like that. That's the wrong button almost, but hey, at least I'm healing. This time we're just gonna... Yo, ouch. I said focus and I completely missed that. That's on me. I do like that we have the dash though, you know? That makes it like slightly easier. Except for the fact where I still am struggling to hit you. So I'm trying to like not jump into you. Because for some reason that's like one of the major things that deals damage to me. Mainly because I'm terrible at the game, apparently. Okay, you fly. That's rude. Why would you, you know, have like... Oh, you destroyed him. Okay. Why would you, you know, kill your friends like that? Ow. Okay, heal. That was a close one. But hey, close is good enough. Ah, that guy. Hate that guy. Thanks for destroying that guy. You know, I can learn. Ouch. I just can't learn to dodge. I'm genuinely thinking the mask might be useful for this fight. Okay. What am I doing? Okay, that's on me. Rude. Yeah, I'm dying. Did I just take 2 damage just from touching that guy? Like, this is like what I mentioned like earlier. I want to like have like shorter hops, but I'm terrible at short hops for some reason. Anyway, I want to take a sip and then we will just run again there, you know? It's going to be fine. It's never going to be more than 2 deaths, clearly. I mean, I would never die in this game. But yeah, I do like it when bosses kill like their... I guess their minions, their lackeys, their frenemies. I mean, I feel like they should be like canonically more friends than frenemies, but hey, technically, you know, they are kind of trapped, which is kind of impressive. Like the lore implications of a bug. Also, have we finished speaking here? We should probably speak some more. The lore implications of that are actually kind of interesting. That like the beast is so powerful that it can control and I guess use telekinesis or something like that on like off the cages to use them. I don't know. No, it's still just like the same conversation. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't miss anything. Whoop, boing. Well, I guess we've floated up then. You know, can't die too many times. Or something like that. Chapel of the Beast again. I'm so chapeled. You know, I'm chapeled to bits right now. Anyway, slap. Hey, buddy. Also impressive that you can just like close your own door afterwards. You know, there's like a lot of impressive stuff that's happening. Ouch. I should probably stop, you know, making stupid remarks and just, you know, smacking that guy. Ow. Okay, this is like... I am absolutely getting destroyed by this guy. This is like the whole 2 health damage again. And I still can't heal like that. That's like kind of annoying. Ah, okay, the small guy is at least like not instantly murdering me. I say that, but I'm still getting some damage, but hey, that at least kind of worked. Okay, it's that guy again. Would like to murder you using your friend. But you don't just do that like that. Okay, that's working. They're like just kind of annoying, right? Like the big ones in general. Give it a smack. Third smack. Okay, that was slightly too... No, wait, I don't have a double jump. Oh. Why did I think that I could wall jump there? Rip me. I just like completely went back into like the Hollow Knight mindset. It was like, oh, I could just bounce from the side and it's going to work, trust. Well, it didn't work. Ah, alas. I'm just gonna blame the fact that it's Tuesday. I'm just not used to playing this game. Clearly. Anyway. Like, I love that you can run. You know, this makes, you know, the walk of shame so much less awful, I guess. For sure, for sure. Yeah, that's it. I'm just like, my fingers are not ready for a Tuesday. In general. You know? Whee. Okay, one more try. I'm here to murder. Like, that's it, by the way. That's like what I really like, when I get like the right angle and it just kind of works out. We're doing the triple, yeah. Because like, look at all the hits that I'm getting in there. You just have to like kind of make sure to... Okay, that was stupid because you still fly upwards. That's like kind of the thing about like flying enemies. I know, it's kind of crazy. I need to heal the moment I can. And... could have dodged that better. I'm gonna focus and lock in for like half a second. I'm out of the things. Okay, that was not locking in. Absolutely not. Okay, stun phase. That's something. I don't like that you're using more guys. Would be nice if you stopped that. Oh, that was so stupid there. I don't even know like how I didn't want to pogo there actually. That's like the craziest part about that. Going to the side. Heal. And dodge this one, okay. I'm like basically safe at this point. I say that, but hey, it's not going to work. Trust. I'm going to focus on the small guy just to get like a little bit more silky smoothness. You're still not done, eh? Can't believe this. Okay, heal. Okay, multiple. I hope this is like last phase at this point. Ow. Maybe it's not. Maybe it was just punishment for like stupid comment earlier. Who knows? It's one or the other. But in both cases, I would like this to end. Okay, I can't heal. Yeah, that was a stupid dash, but hey, it almost worked. Trust. Come on. Why is this fight so long? Why do all the enemies have like 10 million HP in this game? That was really close. No! Murdered again. I'm getting better at the fight at least. Wait. So funny that it killed at the moment you said I didn't like adding more guys. Exactly. Exactly. I do like the spinny thing still, but I feel like I'm over-relying on it. It does not... How do I put it? I don't know if it deals a lot of damage. And I feel like I'm getting too distracted by it. That's like kind of how I feel. And here's the scary thing about that. I don't know if it doesn't deal any damage, or if this guy just has like too much HP. Right? Like, this is like kind of the point that I'm stuck at. There's another thing, and this is like something I noticed during my Hollow Knight playthrough. There was like a moment in time where I felt like I started to like not deal enough damage anymore. Where a lot of enemies basically just had like a lot of HP. That's like how it felt. And the reason why that was literally just because I missed the nailsmith. Right, like I just missed like their pathway completely. So I was basically fighting at like half damage for like, I don't know, stream or two. I'm kind of wondering currently if I'm, obviously rhetorically speaking, whether I'm like currently in a situation like that where I could have gotten like a damage upgrade at this point. I'm not sure. I guess I'm gonna find that out at some point. But I can also just like, you know, stop having a skill issue and murder everyone. I should probably stop dashing hits. It's a lot easier to land those hits afterwards if I don't dash. Get good, as they say. Yep, that's like, you know, the story of my people or something like that. Good dodge. Another... Okay, that was a terrible slap. You know what? Maybe I'm just gonna try to keep you, like, in this phase. If I can. Okay, that's nice. I don't even need to heal. That's, like, the crazy part about this. I'm just gonna throw this. Every once in a while. Ouch. Okay, I guess I'm just taking damage off your attack. At least I have, like, a reason to heal next stun phase, you know? Don't be annoying. Okay, you're like one of those guys. They're like slightly annoying, but like there could be like worse enemies. I say that as I take damage like that. Huh? That was not quite what I wanted to do. I say not quite. Okay, I have enough to heal. I just need to get you into that phase. Okay, heal. Nice palette of the username colors? I agree. I like colors. They're nice. Oh, wait. Ow. That's on me. Okay, that was almost a clean dodge, you know? I say almost a clean dodge, but I mean I dodged, but like, you know, it could have been nicer. The problem obviously being that if you summon more guys, then I'm just gonna die. I was like really trying to come up with like a plan in my mind how to heal. Oh yes. It's so nice to, when it's easy to tell who's talking in color. Yeah, that's like, I mentioned this before, like I recognize more based on like the color, and like sometimes the badges and stuff is just like a lot easier than reading a name while you're playing. Still rip me. Can't believe that this is going to be like the big fight, you know? Clearly, the next boss fight, similar to like the Bell Beast, is going to completely destroy me. But hey, that's what we're all here for, right? Anyway, I guess I'm gonna take a sip. Quiet contemplation, or something like that. Also, one thing that I completely forgot about that, there's actually been an update to Not a Goose Bot, which should now, it's going to be like happening very rarely just because of like percentages and stuff. But technically, it doesn't just give like my quotes now, it also gives out like chat quotes every once in a while. I thought that it was like finally time to add those just because we have like a few of those now. So. It's just like kind of rare because we have like 100. How many quotes do we have? I don't actually remember how many quotes we've made. But like it's only like a handful of chat quotes at this point. So obviously, statistically. Yeah, you've gotta get funny now, exactly. And you have to also write that down. And this is also like a reminder for everyone else. I kind of want to change how quotes work. Like I want everyone to have like the ability to add quotes. Or like at least like, how do you put it? I want that when somebody uses like the quote add command, that's getting like saved. Not like officially added to like the quote list, but like at least like remembered. There's like another command that does that. I think it's exclamation remember. Or exclamation remind. It's like one or the other. If you use like exclamation remember and write something down, it gives me like a timestamp basically. And I can add that like one in post. Everyone get Finny. I feel like that's like even smaller finish. Clearly. And I feel like there are like not that many people who can like pull that off. Let's get funny. But let's get funky. Sure. I don't know, I'm just gonna slap this guy. It's like funky as I can get. Wait, oh, that's like almost what I wanted to do. And it worked out. So don't worry about it. Yeah, I want to say, like, Cat is the only Finny one here. Oh, that reminds me, this is like completely unrelated to Skong, by the way. This is like related to like another project that I'm working on. But Cat, would you have like the time, like sometimes this week, to help me with like a small project? It would require like a specific set of skills that I think that only you have. So I don't know. Just didn't want to like bother you like in between. Yeah, it's a project. I'm gonna talk about like details like in DMs maybe, but I didn't want to like bother you when you were like busy or something. I don't know, I always feel like this is like such a, I guess, like silly thing where I'm like always thinking that like when I need help, this is just like a bother to other people. But like if somebody else needs me for anything, like I don't know, if it's like a stranger needing my help to move, I'm like instantly saying yes. Right? I don't know how normal it is. There are probably a lot of people who feel like that. But it's, yeah. Like I felt helped like so many people move. I said like so many, it's probably not that many, but like a bunch of people that I wouldn't even consider like close friends or anything like that, right? Like mostly acquaintances. Where I'm like, yeah, you know what? They asked me, sure, I'm helping them. You know? But I couldn't even ask someone to help me with like a little project that takes maybe like half an hour to an hour. Like, I don't know. I don't even know if it would even take that long, but I don't know. I'm terrible at like judging how long stuff takes. That's like the biggest issue. I wanted to dodge that one, but then I read a question of the day and I missed that one as well. Well, sad stories all around. I'm just gonna... Okay, that was stupid to waste my soul like that, but... sorry, the soul, but Silk like that. I wanted to do that though, because it was funny. And I still missed and I got hit like that. Ouch. Okay, I'm just gonna die here, that's also fine. Could you like... Yeah, thanks. That's kinda what I wanted you to do. I still... Ah! That was not a perfect jump! That would have been like so cool. This doesn't work in post 67 days. Wait, what? Oh yeah, but that's one of the dumbest jokes that repeatedly comes up, but like... Yeah, I'm actually talking about like things that just like come up like every once in a while, right? Like stupid memes and stuff. Like, I think like my original answer was talking about, you know these jokes, I'm gonna call it, like, or memes, or like, I guess like silly question that sometimes comes up, where like somebody is asking, hey, if you punch yourself and knock yourself out, are you too strong or too weak? And like, to this day, I think it's like such a stupid question, because like obviously there's like a little bit of training that you can do when it comes to like resilience. But you're still human, you're like not an anime character. Huh? Something opened like in the background. Why does Java need an update right now? The heck? Mid-jump? And I still landed on it. I hope like nothing broke in stream. But yeah, like the default answer for me was always... where was I? Basically that, where I'm like, yeah, if you punch yourself and you knock yourself out, you're probably strong. Because like, there's like a very little training that you can do, basically. Yeah, I just like tapped out. That was like the confusing thing, but like sometimes Java breaks stuff because it's Java. But like there's only so much training you can do when it comes to resilience as opposed to like strength. Like you can become like multiple times as strong as you are like in the beginning. But if you punch yourself in the head, there's like not that much training you can do to like survive that, or like, you know, not break your skull, I guess. Obviously there's like some resilience that you can do like in the sense of like getting knocked out. Fair enough, but like, yeah, like, depending on how you see it, I feel like that's just like a stupid question. Right? To be fair, there are also like a few, I'm gonna call them like memes that exist, where if somebody posts those, I instantly lose my respect for them, basically. And I'm not even talking about like something bigoted or something like that. I'm just talking because I think that's like such a silly discussion. The biggest one is always the Breaking Bad in Canada meme, where the reason why I'm bringing it up is basically like, okay, I'm just gonna assume that people know like the basic plot of Breaking Bad about like a guy who has like cancer and then becomes like a drug kingpin or something like that, right? The very basic description of that. And every single time this meme is basically saying, hey, if it happened in Canada, the whole story would have not happened because like the protagonist would have just gotten like free healthcare and not had like to struggle with like cancer and stuff, and I'm just gonna die here. It's okay. It's an important story that I have to talk about. But basically, that's like the plot. And like always is a meme like, oh yeah, here you're getting healthcare, your treatment starts tomorrow or something like that. And this is why Breaking Bad wouldn't have happened. And like the reason why I think it's silly is because like at the end of the series, the protagonist turns to the camera and is like, this is not the reason why I did all this shit. Like, I'm going to like explicitly state the reason why this shit has happened. Like the entire series basically. And people are still too media illiterate to get that. Right? Like, to me that's like one of those things, like obviously if you only have like a very surface level understanding of like the plot, yeah, I could get that. But if you have seen the series and you come to that conclusion, I kinda lose like all my respect for you. That's like all I'm saying here. Right? Like, at a certain point, media illiteracy is definitely a thing. Also, I think I should have drank something before here, because like this conversation made me so mad. I'm thirsty now. It's the thirst madness. Also, no one ever goes into medical debt outside of the US. Yeah, exactly. no, but seriously, like, obviously, like, most of the stuff that I have gotten in my life has been, like, basically covered by insurance, but, like, they're, like, simple things. Like, if I want to get, like, fillings into, like, my teeth or something like that, they oftentimes have, like, a cheap option, which doesn't look as nice, which, to be fair, doesn't really matter if it's, like, the most back of your teeth. Probably not. And, like, a nicer looking option that's, like, I don't know, $70 or so per teeth. Or, like, per tooth. So it's like not the worst thing in the world, but it's like definitely not free. Or like my dentist currently always wants me to get like a professional, what do we call it, like professional mouthwash? I don't know, basically I want like, to get like, me to get like my teeth cleaned professionally. The problem is, that's not covered by insurance. Which is annoying. Okay, I'm taking damage here. That was absolutely not worth it. And it's like really annoying, because obviously they're like, hey, this is like definitely the recommendation. It's like worth it to get every few years. But I can't, because I don't have the money for it. Okay, I probably would have like a little bit of money, but I still, just because I'm like in this weird phase where I'm not really earning a lot of money, I'm kind of waiting with that already, right? Like, this would definitely be something, if I was working, I could afford. It's like not that expensive. I don't know actually how much it was. Let's say like $200 or something like that. But it's definitely like too much for a poor student like me, who's like living off like savings for the most part, or like my winter job. Like I tend to work in like winter semesters, but even that doesn't like pay for everything, right? Like pays for my administrative costs in university and like a little bit extra, but that's kind of it. I can't really afford something that's like not mandatory. That's how I would put it. And I feel like while it would be nice, I've also survived like 20-something years of my life without a mouthwash like that, so I'm just gonna assume that I'm not gonna die here. Right? But it's still like, I feel like if I was like doing worse like in my life, I guess, then I don't know how to get out of that situation. I am so locked in there. It would just suck. Yeah, loving it there, yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, just never read. So the reason why not a Goose bot is so great is because it runs on Goose AI. And that's just like so advanced, you know? And for some reason, right, like my, you guys are for some reason still, I guess, manipulating my YouTube feed. And I've been getting like shorts from some guy who makes like, I forgot what it was called, like something like Bird Pizza or something like that. where they are like, it's like an animated short kind of story, where it's just like a short skits, but for some reason one of the characters is a goose. Right. It's like similar to like competitive duck goose that I got after this whole situation started, basically. Anyway, I'm gonna focus up for like half a second. But only half a second. Half a second is over, okay? I'm gonna take damage now. Something like that. This is going to be like the entire stream, by the way. I'm prepared to do nothing else besides that. You just saw a goose TikTok earlier. My family is really cute. I would not agree with that. Okay. This is like such a weird thing because I had to think about like birds and family stuff, right? And for people who didn't know that, I was in therapy as a kid, right? Like for behavioral, I wouldn't say like issues, but I was like kind of behind when it came to like my social development. And this is also like where like the therapist basically went, hey, you should probably go on ADHD medication. And then like the therapy went like, I don't know, guy has issues, you know, concentrating on anything. We did nothing and nothing helped, right? Anyway, but I do remember like sitting in like that room with like the therapist. Like, I always forget like I'm not, you know, that versed when it comes to like most medicine and like medical science and all of that stuff. I always forget like the difference between like a therapist, like not a therapist, but like a psychologist and a psychiatrist, for example. But whoever I went to first to like get like that assessment, basically. In that assessment, I was basically asked how I see my family. And this is like the classic question, apparently, right? It's like not something completely unique, where like people kind of interpret. Didn't actually finish my thought there, but basically I had to draw my family, right? And as like animals or something like that. And it's like one of those interpretations where it's all about, you know, what do children see, and it's kind of a Rorschach test for, I guess, the therapist then? I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm not, again, not a, you know, specialist, and this has also been something that's, you know, it's like 20 years in my past. But I still vividly remember doing that drawing, and obviously that's like a classic thing. I drew both, or like my entire family basically as birds. My parents both as like big birds. I want to say like, let's call them turkeys or something like that, something like relatively large from the size. And I was like a chick or something like that. And then I drew my sister as a skunk. You know, that's just kind of how life is. So yeah, they definitely had like some fun interpreting that. But like I clearly interpreted that. I was like, you know what? I don't think my like that was kind of rude of me, probably saying that my sister has like no potential and like my parents already learned to fly, basically, right? While I didn't. Also, I should not die here, just for silly stories. Oh. I'm just gonna. That didn't work. I want to dash afterwards. Wait, you were saying that you went 5 years without going to the dentist, even longer without the regular doctor, because it was on your dad's insurance and different state. Oh yeah, that sounds awful. Yeah. Now you've gotten your first full-time job, gotten on your own insurance. You actually go to the dentist now. That's great. Yeah, like dentist is like a thing in Germany, like at least when you are insured. I say like insured, like you have to be insured in Germany, right? Like either privately in specific cases, but like most people are like on public insurance. Obviously I have like some issues with like system in general, but like public insurance still is fine, right? Like even though you have like different insurances you can choose from and stuff. And like my insurance has a thing where you do stuff to, I guess, prevent further measures in the future. They pay you money. Like I mentioned this when I had like my surgeries, for example. I got back then $40 for every day I spent at the hospital. Right, $40. And that's basically it. Right. For many, okay, Germany has the issue that if you go on private insurance, you can never work on public if you ever lose your income, right? No, actually, it's really awkward. That's like, this is at least my understanding of it. You go on. It's Germany, you know, I'm sorry. Basically, this is my understanding, obviously, like, I'm not a professional, don't ask me. My understanding is basically you go on private insurance, and you can only go on private insurance in specific cases. If you work for the state, you don't pay into, like, public insurance, so you have to get, like, private insurance for yourself. Also, if you're, like, self-employed, and that's basically it. Those are, like, the two main cases. You can also have, like, private bonus insurance, I'm gonna call it. but other people are generally like in a public one. And the thing is, if you are like on private insurance and then you lose the private insurance for some reason, like the state still has to take you at a certain point, right? Because you have to be insured, basically. And that's like part of it. And this is like part of why I think this is like such a stupid system. Because it's like people who are very healthy go to like private insurances to get like better, better deal basically. Because they oftentimes are like really healthy at that point. And then at some point they get like too expensive for like the private insurance. And then they go to like public insurance. So they basically get more out of that. And I think it's just like a stupid system. Just give everyone like public insurance, right? Have everyone pay into that. So I don't know, like you have to, like I am quite sure that you are required to be insured in some way, and if you cannot get public insurance, you are basically forced into that. Like this is my understanding, like that you have to get like, like if you don't have like private anymore, that you have to get like public at some point. But there are like rules about that, like if you're still self-employed, you still have to be like privately insured. But yeah, that's like a stupid, that would be kind of crazy, yeah, I agree. But again, don't trust me, I'm just like somebody who's heard about that stuff. I would not trust me on like anything related to taxes or anything like that, I have no idea. Did lower your opinion on Germany? Well, you know, every single time I look at politics in Germany, you know, my opinion of Germany lowers, so that's not that atypical. Right, we have like some really weird rules and a really weird chancellor as well, who's like just hated. But I'm not gonna talk about politics here. I like too much about politics here, that's a way to put it. You know what? Let's talk about like this guy. Let's just pretend that it's like the guy that everyone hates and we beat him up. Retreat, yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's just... It's you in Finland? Yeah, it's in general just kind of stupid. Like, in part, it's just like, I know I don't want to talk about, like, too many current events, but, like, since it's just, like, impacting me mostly, like, it's just, we've had, like, basically two parties in power for, like, the entirety of Germany, right? And we talk about, like, obviously post-World War Germany, right? We've had, like, two parties. Technically, there was, like, a third one for, like, 9 days in power, but just because there was, like, a vote of no confidence or something like that, which was, like, a silly thing that happened. But yeah, basically it was like the same two parties, and it's still like the same party again and again, and I am dying again, I'm stupid. And like, obviously, it's just like stagnation, over stagnation, right? Like, even one of the better politicians of that party, basically, who was like Angela Merkel, who's been like the chancellor for Germany for like a really long time, right? Like, basically, for most of my life had been the chancellor of Germany. She's like, depending on who you ask, she's regarded like relatively positively, just because she, you know, managed to get through like some crises and stuff. You know, still debatable if she's a great politician or anything like that. But like, she famously talked about like how her quote is always like, "Internet is Neuland." So it's like a new frontier, like the internet is a new frontier basically. And she said that's something in like 2014? I don't recall when exactly it was that quote came from, basically. But it was like really late into her career. And yeah, that kind of is like a great indicator for like how, I guess, Germany just stays in its own way and doesn't really change and doesn't really want to make progress, apparently. I don't know. And it always feels like really regressive in many ways. But again, I don't want to talk about like politics too much. It's just annoying. In general, but hey, that's life. It's not like I can change a lot about that. Yeah, basically, I know she was like relatively famous, like, internationally. And again, like, to be fair, how many women do we have had in politics, right? That there are really not that many that exist there in general. At least like in like higher level politics. So that alone made her look kind of famous, right? But still, it's just, you know, kind of crazy to think about in that way. And that's like basically what I lived through like my entire life. And I'm going to probably live through even more in like the near future. Smacking you. I'm just gonna focus on the small guy again. I say that as I fail my pogo. That's better. Ow. I would like to heal. Could you like go down? Get stunned, please? Like, I have to do this boss at some point today, right? That's just like how the lore works. I can't just stop. Just because we have done like basically nothing else. Yeah. Get that spec in. Get the focus in. All of the focus. I know the focus doesn't work for me, but like in general. I have to attempt something. Could you like stomp that guy? Nah, that's not quite the right angle. Ah, you know what? I'm gonna try to not be cheeky anymore. And just, you know, do stuff. Ow. I say that as I die. Okay, you know what? Next fight I'm just gonna not be cheeky and, you know, do the thing. Did I just die to that guy like 10 times already? Anyway, I'm gonna take a little break in a second after I read like the messages, and I'm gonna, you know, come back refreshed, and we are going to do that boss, okay? Finland had one of the first presidents who's a woman. That's impressive, you know. But still, there aren't like that many women in like that levels, right? So, where was I? Where was I? It's not been that long since the second presidential election where someone was elected. I am terrible at like remembering names, so it doesn't really help me. I'm sorry, I'm actually even like I am terrible when it comes to like keeping up with politics, just because they make me depressed, right? Like I try to keep up every once in a while, but like you know, mostly just stuff related to Germany for the most part. So I'm generally terrible with like other you know, leaders, I guess. Is the woman president? Well, I mean that's something. I'm, again, terrible with names, otherwise I would have probably recognized her. Anyway. Looking up when the US allowed women to vote because you don't remember. Yeah, I feel like... Okay, here's the thing. I feel like it should have been longer than like the 70s, for example, right? But then again, wasn't like the 70s where women were finally allowed to open like their own bank account or something like that? So it's like always, I don't know, it feels kind of weird that you can, that you would be able to vote but not be able to, you know, have your own money. I don't know, it just sounds kind of weird to me. Like, I'm quite sure that it wasn't the 70s where women were first allowed to vote, but still. Right, it took over 40 years from when about... Wait. That's crazy, okay. Yeah, 40 years between being able to do that and then being ratified, yeah. It's, you know, I think it's just, in general, kind of crazy that it took that long. And that we are still, like, kind of, I guess, facing the issues because of, like, you know, those decisions taking so long. Anyway, I wanted to, you know, drink something. I wanted to take like a short stretching break and stuff. 1878 to 1920. Wow. For real. For real, for real. I'm gonna, you know, think about something less depressing. Gonna get something to drink. Gonna stretch my legs. You should do the same. I'm gonna give you some music, and then I'll be back in just a second. So, BRB. Dang, break is over. I was interrupted. I'm sorry. I don't know how long the break actually was, but you know, interruptions. Can't believe that. Wait a second. I feel like I missed some stuff. Can't believe that people would just continue conversations here. The shirts, yeah, still cool shirts. Is it like a full bee shirt? Like a bee... How do I put it? Like a bee pattern or like bees on the shirt? Anyway. Debating going home early. I mean, always reasonable. I also appreciate you pinning that message. I completely... Like, I am a professional streamer. I always forget the spoiler message. You'll do it. You're burning through your extra time off, but whatever. So... talking about extra time off, this was like such an interesting thing. Like when I was still in training, like at my old job, I constantly like worked for longer. Like whenever I had like the opportunity, whenever I could work on like weekends or something like that, because we were like really cool projects I could work on. Or like often that I didn't want to stop, and I oftentimes would be like half an hour early to work or like half an hour late. Like as long as it was possible, because obviously somebody had to be there basically, because I was like still in training. But like, I had like so much overtime at the end. And then I started working and I still tried to keep that up, but I had like so little to work on. And like quickly, I had like, I don't know, like 20 hours overtime that I could just like, you know, work off whenever. It wasn't like an issue, but like it only took like 2 months or so for me to like start to like lose all my overtime again, just because like there was so little to do. I was so bored at work. I could have just sat around to get like more overtime, because it's not getting paid, right? It's like just so I could leave early another time. But yeah, I lost all of that, and then I just went on vacation and I stopped working. Right. Can't even pin a message here. Classic. Yeah, I'm not professional enough. I'm sorry. We got 4 meetings tomorrow. Oh, it sounds so exhausting. Like 4 meetings also means like this is a day where like nothing happens, right? Like except for those meetings, and you're just sitting around. They're not really nice. You have places to be, streams to watch. Yeah, that's how I feel constantly. You're glad tomorrow's the day there's no Ryan stream? Yeah, also reasonable. I'm also always happy when people don't stream. And yeah, the Octorok quote is great. But tax season sell, oh yeah. Slow time of the year. Yeah, that probably sucks. That's all I can say to that. Anyway, I feel like I wanted to talk about something, but I completely forgot it again. So we don't care. I'm just gonna take a sip and then let's get back into the game. Okay, now it's time to die, because this is apparently also hell. A green hell of death and ants. And that weird monster. And I still, okay, part of my theory is still that maybe I am right about like my previous theory about how there might be like a damage up somewhere. I mean, I might also be wrong about that, but like that might be a theory. But I am at this point too stubborn. I'm just gonna continue, you know? And if it means that I'm gonna die 30 times here and this is going to be like the hardest boss at the end of the game, so be it, okay? Sometimes it's just time to be stubborn, and also like people can cheer for me dying. Something like that. Yeah, it's nice to see that I actually die. Again, if you want to see me die a lot, there's like a whole stream in Hollow Knight where I just die. Right, there are like 2 bosses that I died like over 60 times to. And like the rest was like 10 at most. But yeah, I was like definitely something. And this is probably going to be like another, you know, 60 death stream. Clearly. You're driving home now, so you'll be back. I hope you have a safe drive. See you in 45 minutes. I will maybe still stream. Depends on like how long this fight takes. Trust. It's going to be fine. You know what? I'm just gonna slap you. I was thinking about like doing something cheeky there, but I don't think it's worth it. I'm gonna try the boomerang a few times again. Just because I feel like I can deal like a decent amount of damage like that. Okay, getting you again. Okay, that was a terrible throw. Can't believe that Hornet doesn't have like an aimbot or something like that. That would have made this like, ouch, a lot easier. I hate that you can just like kind of float and, you know, to me and murder me like that. It's like in general rude. Like murder in general is like not, you know, I guess seen in polite company or something like that. People really don't like that for some reason. And they also don't like it if I just run into the guy like that. I don't know, it's just like part of it. Need to get rid of you quickly. Like honestly, I just want to get like a chance to heal. I don't know how to do that yet. Oh, like that apparently. Okay, there are definitely phases where I can heal. I just have to jump at the right moment. I thought I jumped there, but I definitely didn't. I am terrible at this game. Okay, we're going to do that. Ah, okay, at least I got like 1 more health. That's like a starting position, right? A decent one at that. I can at least, you know, die to the next hit instead of like 1 here. Okay, I can't heal because I don't have the silk. The silk economy is in shambles. Okay, that's better. Like I really need to just use like more opportunities to heal and like not just focus on the stun and maybe, you know, think about like, I don't know, my past life. It's like the last moment I can remember that because afterwards I'm gonna be dead. Just like that. No. Yeah, just like that. It makes me feel better. This boss is pretty much universally hated. So here's the thing. I can see why. Doesn't make it any better or worse, I guess. Okay, here's another thing. Like, I am actually not frustrated by this boss yet, right? Like, I am more frustrated by me missing some easy things, especially because, like, there was, like, a fight in between that I was, like, really good at. And I'm kind of, I guess, I wouldn't even say frustrated. I'm a little bit mad at myself that I didn't, you know, finish that fight at that moment, because at this point, I'm just struggling to reach that point again. No, but seriously. I'm still really enjoying myself, right? I was like always did the worry about, you know, dying to a boss like constantly, but like there are very few games. Okay, that always sounds like really arrogant, but I mean by that is there are very few games that just let me struggle in a way where it still feels kind of fair, but I still get to like have like the experience of like overcoming something in multiple regards, right? I really prefer a game that, you know, makes me fight for my victory, basically, right? Unlike like some other games where it just felt like kind of unfair a lot of the time when you just died. This, I at least like see why I like where my mistake was. Oftentimes it's like not just the moment where I died, but oftentimes like 5 seconds earlier, and I can like instantly see where I made the mistake, basically. And this is like something where I at least appreciate that it's like kind of clear here. I still think that this game, you know, the whole double damage, you know, in the beginning of the game is maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't even say it's like too much. I just like to complain. You were disappointed when you got to mid-game Hollow Knight and hadn't thought bosses were hard. Yeah, here's the thing. One of the reasons why I originally didn't play Hollow Knight was literally because people were like, oh, this is like such a hard game, right? Like the Dark Souls of platformers kind of deal. And like I've not even played Dark Souls, right? It's like technically on my list of games I want to play at some point, right? For like the hard stuff. Because like at this point I feel like it's probably not that bad, right? If people are comparing it like to that, and Hollow Knight was just like a lot of fun. Why was like cool to experience on stream? I'm also saying like basically I could have also like enjoyed that game like years earlier had I just like not been avoiding it just because of like the, I guess, the attitude that people had to it. And it was like, it was challenging, but I wouldn't, like when people say hard, I oftentimes think that people mean like unfair. But like the thing that I really liked about like Hollow Knight is that it like never really felt unfair. Okay, that's a lie. There are a few moments that I think are unfair, but they are like very few and far between, and most of them are like more skill issues, right? Or like you at least have like a lot of other places you can go to you know, really, I guess, learn the game. And I'm again taking hits here that I shouldn't, but right, I like just like a few. I guess to this point, a few attitude adjustments that I need with like this game coming from Hollow Knight, even though it's been like, you know, months since I last played Hollow Knight. Like, for example, the weirdest thing to me is always that I can't use spells, right? And I do like that you don't just have spells, but you also have like tools. Because like the moment you use a spell, you don't get to heal. And it just feels kind of weird to me. I don't think it's like necessarily bad. I think it really rewards skillful play. And basically, how do I put it? Saying, hey, I can basically like deal no damage with my abilities, or I cannot heal. It's at least like a more interesting choice than like a lot of other games have. That's how I would put it. Right? And I think that the choice is interesting. It's just like, you know, unusual, I guess, to me as somebody who's only played like one proper Metroidvania and like 2 puzzle ones at this point. So, that's something. Right, you'll die everything at least 10 times and you cry daily. Well, I wasn't quite as, you know, I expect like as much difficulty, but yeah. Let me just, you know, pogo again. Just like that. Like, part of this is also obviously that I'm streaming and I'm yapping about stuff. And I try to yap about stuff because I, as I mentioned before, like I always feel like kind of awkward if I'm just silent while recording or streaming. Okay, I should probably say like not by recording, because while recording I at least have like the advantage that I can... Okay, that was just stupid. That I can just like cut out those moments, and I do that like every once in a while. Like there are a lot of moments where actually intentionally, depending on the game, like just shut up and be like, hey, I'm gonna cut this out later because it's like, I don't know, walking or something like that. I can reserve my energy. But I don't have that opportunity in a stream, right? Like in a stream that's like live, I have to basically yap constantly. That's like kind of my job here. Just like that. Ouch. Okay. I always love when I fail like a pogo by like 2 pixels. It just like feels so awkward to just land on someone. Okay, that's a stun phase. I can heal. I wanted to just get like a little bit higher, but that didn't quite work out. Oh. The problem is like, I said a problem. The way the pogo works is also like a thing where I guess I don't gain as much height as I would like, at least like not instantly, because obviously you first jump down a little bit. And that's on me. Oh, that's a stun. I was that close the entire time! Rip to that guy. Get destroyed, noob! I would never die to you. You refuse to use spells in Hollow Knight and Silksong. I used spells sometimes against like ranged enemies, but only rarely. It took me like a really long time to really figure out like when to use spells, but I never used like a spell build, for example. You still can't in Silksong. To be fair, it still feels like kind of weird. And like even the stab here has like so much end lag, I'm gonna call it. Like, you kind of have to finish someone with that spear, so it's like not really that useful. Let me just, you know, for like a potential video, let me get like a better reaction here instead of talking about like reactions. What? Candles? Wait, claim? That's not quite what I expected, but is that... What am I doing? I guess I'm binding? I can bind again? You're breaking this thing? Bound the crest of beast. Weird theory, before I continue reading. This reminds me of like the other symbols where you can like decide which upgrades you get. Is that? Tear foes with savage slashes. Bind to enter a wild fury and steal life from prey. To change crest, open the crest screen of the menu while resting at a bench. Is my theory correct? Does that mean, does that mean that I get, claim your first crest? Okay. I'm gonna read that, in a second once I get to, like, a bench, because I feel like, wow, things happened. First of all, thanks for the update, and second of all, 12 deaths? Like seriously, I think my, I don't have, like, the command here, but, like, if we are checking, like, Hollow Knight boss deaths, I think maybe my third highest death count was, like, 10 or something like that. Wow, we get to leave work 30 minutes early. Oh, pogging. I'm just gonna die for you. Absolutely got chat. Well, enjoy getting home early, and thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Well, now that I'm not stuck here anymore, I'm still gonna continue though. What's that move? I've had another move the entire time. Wait. No, wait. Oh! Is that the crest already? Ah. We have more options. Oh. Okay, so now we have like claw attacks. Wait a second. Oh, look at that big claw attack. That's like... Ah, smack. That didn't even work that well. Smack! Yeah, I don't know. Okay, that's cool. Huh? Boost? Instead of heal? But I can't switch it right now, right? Like, I need to... Yeah, I need to rest at the bench. Okay. They did say... Wait. They did say something about healing. Tear foes with savage slashes. Bind to enter a wild fury to steal life from prey. Oh, okay. I'm just stupid. I can't read. No. Wait. Let me do the spinny attack again. Wait. Glide. Oh, wait. Do I have to sprint first? No, wait. I need to do that move. Yeah. Wait, is that in oh, wait. It's in general. It's not even if I... Okay. Whee! Spin. Okay, I still don't attack above me though, right? You know what? I deserve that. I was experimenting. Ah, you don't even bring me to a bench. Ah! I was like too in it. I was like too lost in the sauce. Okay, I'm gonna try this again though. I'm gonna take some damage. I just wanna know like how much I heal. Probably 1 per hit. Okay. Heal mode. 1. I don't know how long that lasts, but I'm gonna just murder myself because I'm experimenting wrong. That's on me. I'm just trying to learn, okay? I should probably not do that here. I'm gonna go like to a bench first. You know what? I feel like that's probably a more reasonable idea, right? That was almost cool. I do like, okay, that sounds like weird, but I do like that they force you into like this crest. So you actually have like a reason to use it, right? Like, so it doesn't become like something that's just like kind of on the shelf. That you can like really feel it and experiment with it. That's kind of cool. Still feels weird to use like claws, especially because you still have like the needle on the side, right? It's just kind of a decoration at this point. Aww. Can't just close the doors behind me, okay? It's so rude. Huh. I don't know if I couldn't do something cool with that. I don't know. Like, the next thing is, do I deal like the same amount of damage? I should probably have tested that one. Yeah, I do really like that you have to try that there's no procrastination, because like, it could have also been like something, hey, you get like that upgrade and you're like, hey, I'm gonna take a break, and then you just forget about it. That's just like something that happens to me a lot. Also, pogoing is going to be annoying, because I need to figure out like the next pattern, right? Like I basically have to stand like next to the thing that I want to pogo at, which is interesting. And that doesn't work, obviously. Okay. Exactly, we're taking all the butt pictures, apparently. Like from you over here. Do we have something new to say, Chakra? These twisting tunnels hide many worthy opponents and also traps that you can fall into constantly. Something like that. Huh. Well, I don't actually know if I want to keep that one. It's going to be interesting at least, so I'm not sure. Wait. You wouldn't make it out of there with that pogo? Yeah. I couldn't imagine it, like, especially like after all the other training is going to be interesting. Okay, you have two... You start with 2 offensive options. And 2... Okay, you don't have any defense. Interesting. But the Silksong is the same one. Because like the Hunter one has like a lot more options. That's like the interesting thing. To me. Also, I don't have like enough stuff to restore my stuff. Well, the stuff to do the stuff is always like an issue. But if I change my crest over here, where I can at least get these both in? Wait. How do I use you then? Up and down! Okay, that explains so much. Like, originally I always thought like, hey, I want to use like abilities using like the button and down, because it would have felt like more natural to me, but it makes no more sense if you have like multiple crests, so I'm assuming that it's going to probably be like a really offensive one that has like 4 directions or something like that. I could see that happening. I don't know if it's going to happen, but hey. We will see. I'm not sure if I want to do that though. Also, oh, it's one of those hearts. I was seeing something purple and was like, hey, what's that again? Wait, does that mean that I also have... Okay, this is another thing that I wasn't too sure about. Because I wasn't like sure why we need like so many crests, because we got like them in the beginning. But it makes a lot more sense to only need like one of those like memory lockets for each one if you have like multiple crests to do a thing. Oh yes, really offensive. I'm gonna insult everyone. Oh no, he's gonna use a slur! No. Not quite that, I hope. But still. Stock prayer with like lethal attacks. Yeah, I'm doing lethal attacks apparently. But just to make sure, right? Like this says... Amplified by cold silk. Yeah, it's probably the same... Yeah, it's still the same move. But before I make sure that this is really the same move... How far am I... Okay, the step seems to be like the same length, so I'm not too sure. I'm gonna stick with like the base one... You know what? No, I'm not gonna stick with the base one. Because if I'm sticking with the base one, I'm never going to change that one. I'm going to, at least for like the rest of stream, stick with this one. Unless I get like even another one, another one, you know? Do I want... I would like the brooch. Just because that's like really nice to have. But like both of them are actually kind of nice to have. But like, like even the shard pendant, just because I'm using like the other attacks every once in a while. But I want money. Well, I mean, in any case, I'm still gonna get like one of those things. It's okay. And I'm gonna... Magnetite, if I only had like a die in front of me that I could roll. Decisions. You know what? I like not losing the rosaries, because it always feels like really awful. Also, do we have something new to sell? Wait. No, wait, this wasn't here. Why am I saying that this was here? Obviously it wasn't there. This was the lever. The shop is over here. Let's see if I can hunt. I don't know if it makes a difference. But hey, it's going to be fine, I think. You still here? Hey, how you doing? No cookie. No, still the same stuff. Okay. I could murder you instead. No. I guess I'm just gonna leave. Still not 100% sure where I want to go next though. But we will figure that out in a second, I guess. Wait, what? I don't... Evil goose? Nah. I don't see any geese here. Spin? Oh, the double spin. That wasn't actually too bad. I do like that you have like AoE around you then. Suggesting murder? Wait. I would not suggest murder, you know? I'm committing it. No, but seriously, I feel like I need to figure out like where to go now, because I can go like... I can't really go like to the top here. Because I need like a higher jump if I see this right. Unless there might be something else I missed. I could? Wait, if I bring you... Please, I don't want to kill you. Could you like come over here? This might be a possibility. I don't think it's that possible, like, with my new abilities, though. Might be a little bit hard. Especially not if I'm doing it like this. Come on. Come on. That was almost it. The problem is also, like, my timing is still off. I have no idea when to do the thing. Also, I'm dying. You know what? I'm gonna just go down and sit. I like sitting. Sitting is like a really great pastime activity, apparently. No, but seriously, let's sit. Get some shards in. I just want to see if I can do that. You know what? I was thinking about like changing the crest again. But obviously, I said I would not do that because that would be the easy way out. I just want to see if it's possible with this one. Because I need to get like really good at it at some point. Come on. Okay. I definitely have to use it a lot earlier. Oh, that's almost it. Come on, let me, please. Just slightly higher up, okay? Just slightly. Like, you have like such a... Like, you need so much time to reach that point. And I'm gonna die here. I was so close. I was thinking about like how to save that. But it's definitely possible. The main reason why you use a wheelchair? Probably. I mean, I would do the same if I could. But like, even when I was like at the hospital, I only got to like use a wheelchair like twice. Which was sad. I had to walk everywhere. Just because they wanted me to get like practice in for like my crutches, because I would have to use them for like half a year. Can't believe this, right? It's like such arrogant doctors, you know? Come on. Ah. Just gonna heal. Oh yeah, I completely forgot that healing works differently with that thing. Almost forgot about it. That's not how it works. I do like how much healing you get though. That's a cool thing. Like in theory, you can just like full heal each time. You just have to like really time it well. Denying the joys of sitting. And then they don't even let you like run around like on crutches. Even though like I completely was capable of doing that. I would never slip. Okay. I don't know how to deal with you guys. Not like that. I'm gonna die. I'm getting better at it though. Don't worry about it. And at this point, I have died so much that I don't even care about deaths anymore. That's like the best part about like just embracing death. You know? Like that kind of death though. You know, other death embracing has been done on the YouTube channel apparently. Anyway, I'm just gonna, you know, get over here. Get you up. Okay, that almost worked. Come on. It's definitely doable, okay? I mean, I've done this so multiple times. Come on, let me... Okay, I'm just gonna heal. Like, I'm just gonna die here. I say I'm not gonna die here. I've literally died here multiple times already. I feel like this wouldn't actually be that hard if I just used, like, the other one. Just because, like, you don't have, like, this much range on, like, the pogo. Like, calling this a pogo is, like, kinda arrogant at this point. I don't know. It feels, like, kinda wrong. Huh? Get up. Okay. I just wanna... Ah! Don't fail, please! Okay, I still can't... I feel like that's not even enough. That's like the biggest issue about that. Okay, I still have like one of you. That's okay. Because I don't think I have like enough of a jump to make it like up there at like the end. Okay, that wasn't even. Yep. But that's died, not going to die. You're completely right. Technically correct. The best kind of correct, you know? So I guess I'm just gonna try this again. Like, I at least wanna see what's up there, okay? And I'm not sure if that's like even useful, because it seemed like I couldn't actually make the jump on the other side. Maybe, just maybe, if I use the other one. If the pogo was easier, you maybe use this crest. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna use this for platforming. Gonna be completely honest. And I would not use this if it weren't for like the fact that I want to at least like practice a little bit. But... Like, you also can't really... I say, you know what? I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna use the other crest. Just for this part, but like the moment I reach a bench, I'm gonna switch over again. Just because I feel like this is really just like... This is too painful at this point. Let's try this. This should hopefully be doable. I don't know if I'm also like jumping higher. It's like the hardest part about figuring it out. Because like the next thing is also that you can pogo like multiple times. Okay, not if I'm doing it like this though. Come on. I also feel like this is not actually intended that I'm going up there. Like I'm definitely like sequence breaking here in a second. Whatever that means. Okay, that's actually... Like the problem is that the other one might have actually not been that much worse. Now I think about it, just because I need to actually hit something like directly be in front of me. And apparently I'm not doing that good enough. I need to also hit it like twice, right? That is like the bigger issue. You have to hit it twice. I mean, I can get like some shards here, like 5 each time. That's like absolutely worth it, trust. So let's sit down. Get like 1 more boomerang. I feel like maybe? Nah. Like even using like the steam vent, I don't actually think we get like that much more height, if any. I feel like damage boosting isn't actually that bad a technique like over here, right? Just like that. Damage boost. Easy peasy. Like you really need the damage boost there, otherwise it doesn't work. Big guy. Okay, big guy who wants to fight. With the help of other big guys. Okay, maybe I'm gonna die here. And, like, the annoying thing is, I'm not gonna get my stuff back. Come on. They sure want a hug, yeah. I was, like, mentally not prepared for the second one. You're a bit late. I mean, it's, like, 3 seconds late. Yeah, that happens. But you need like the problem is actually that you need like a damage boost here. I don't know how I did it, like timing wise. Like I need to I need to find the right angle to do that. That's like next. You know what? I'm also going to get like more of you guys, just to get like a little bit more silk in the beginning, because I could use that like later on. Also, while I'm at it, first of all, Scarwing apparently got like an update just because I murdered that one guy so often. They would make effective hunting companions, though even without the haunting, I suspect their loyalty would always remain to their clan. Well, reasonable. I am on the wrong page, apparently. I am here. I wanted to see, like, I don't have like a way to upgrade this. I only have like these 2 for exploration. I feel like the curved claw isn't even like that bad here in the fight in a second. But I might go for the fractured mask. I'm gonna try this one. I don't think I get like... Okay, yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense. I feel like this makes a lot of sense, like looking at the mask now. That this is probably just going to like protect me like from the last hit. And like, here's the sad thing about like this situation. I feel like in the fight, I could see the other, like the beast crest thingy working out like a lot better. Come on. Okay, I can grab this one. I need to pogo like this. Nah, I misclicked. I misclicked. No! I misclicked. I wanted to pogo like at a different moment. I would have totally climbed that one again. Like, the problem is I still need to get like it doesn't matter what's happening here. I, at the end, still need to reach like the top to get like my 5 rosaries back or whatever I had. I actually know what I lost. That's like the sad part about this. Come on. Get a little bit higher, and then... that's not how I want to do it, but hey. Come on. Okay, 3rd one. Okay, you know what? I need to heal. I don't want to, like, lose my crest or anything like that. Or, like, not my crest, but, like, my mask at some point. I'm just gonna be very careful here. Because, like, if I die a second time, I'm probably going to lose, like, everything that's, like, up there. Ah, that was almost it. Like, sometimes I just take, like, a little bit too long to properly aim where I want to go. Okay. That's not how this works. Okay, I need 2 of them, though. Doesn't really work that way with only 1 of them. Also, I need to, like, check something real quick. Just give me a second. Yeah, okay, I can deal with that later. That's okay. Okay, let's get back to the game. Get back in. Okay, could you, like, come up here? Thanks. Don't worry about it. It's definitely not a trap. Clearly. That would never be one. Ah, except for, you know, the fact that I am, you know, trapping myself probably like this. Okay. Come on, let me... Ah, that was so close again. Well, I'm getting better at, like, pogoing off one guy, though, which I do like. I feel like this is going to be, like, a really cool technique, like, in the future. At some point, I'm probably going to unlock a double jump that's going to make this, like, a lot, and I mean a lot easier, but till then, it's going to be so cool. Right, like, Silksong speed, you know, speedrun world record incoming in just, like, 5 minutes. See? Just like that. Okay, I got 28 back. Do I want to do this fight right now? That's, like, the bigger question. How did I do it last time? I feel like it's possible if I do, like, the right guy first, but I also don't really want to. But it also seems like the end. You know what? I'm stubborn. I am stubborn. I'm gonna die here. If it's the last thing I'm gonna do. It's you? I would like to deal with you. Like, if I can deal with that guy, I feel like I can deal with the big guy relatively easy afterwards. I say relatively. Especially if I get to heal. No. But like that guy's kind of an issue. I'm just gonna throw. Like literally throw. Ow. Come on. Give me something. Ow. Okay, that was the shard. Okay. I'm just gonna leave. You know what? I'm just gonna leave. If I'm dying here anyway, I can just, you know, do it another way and accept my fate and return another time. Okay, I got my shard back at least, and I don't have enough boomerangs. You know what? I'm gonna, just because I've been streaming for a bit. Exactly, I'm gonna throw like that. I am going to... Oh, this is a vendor. I'm gonna put a thing here. This is still like the symbol for this is a boss battle probably. I'm gonna put one here. I'm gonna do it like another time just because I don't have like the fingers today. Gotta be completely honest. There's like a reason why I don't actually want to stream like Silksong too often. And one of the reasons is literally just I'm hurting my thumb. I don't know what it is. I've always been gripping controllers in a weird way, where I'm always hurting like my thumb when I'm playing. It was a lot worse during the Wii, like the original Wii era, because like the Wii remote had like this really, I guess really, how to say, prominent D-pad, I wanna call it, and it just like really hurt my thumb. On that pogoing for a fight seems a lot. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world, but I feel like I can definitely do it like next time. It's also like I've been fighting a boss for like over an hour. At this point, like also my brain is not quite on like the same level anymore. Like if I do it like easily right now, I will obviously do it again, right? Okay, that almost worked. I say almost worked. Okay, it didn't work. Yeah, had I gotten this one like easily, I would have just gone for it. But I'm just gonna return here another time. It's okay. I'm gonna remember this. It's going to be like a cool challenge for the future. Even if I don't get like, I'm assuming either a wall jump or like a double jump before then. Right, like something like that would make a lot of sense. And that also means that I'm gonna switch back to the other crest, because I promised I would use that for like the rest of stream. Which, by the way, I should probably warn you guys, it's not going to be like too long anymore. I'm probably going to stream for like another 15 minutes or so. I think that's reasonable for a bonus stream. I know it's technically, you know, a makeup stream, but let's just pretend it's a bonus stream. And then I'm gonna go map-wise. Where am I going next then? I think I'm kind of done with the Hunter's March, but there's a way down that I've actually not explored apparently. Whoop. Whoop. Over here. Oh, lever. That was easy. Okay, so this brings me into that area, which has a bench. Okay, I feel like in the very beginning, I wanted to explore, I think, this area here and completely forgot about it or something like that. And I am almost back at that point, like we're talking like a stream ago. Still though. You fighting? Okay, you wanna fight. I'm just gonna... You know what, I'm still gonna fight you. It's okay, I just wanna see what's in here. No wait, we must have fought this one already, right? Like we've been at that door. Like at least according to the map. So, I don't know. Ooh, murder! I'm also spinning, okay? You're not the only one with a spinny wheel. Yeah, murder. Yo, welcome back, Cassie. What did you miss? I don't know when you left again, but I did get the crest. And afterwards I tried pogoing up here to that guy. And I did that multiple times and I died multiple times. And then I switched back to like the old crest to do that. And yeah, I did beat that one. And then I died like once up there and just decided to do it like another time. Because like my mind and my fingers are not like made for that today anymore. So yeah. I'm just gonna see what I can find. But hey, I have the funny spinny move now. Look at that. It's so funny. Oh wait, that's why I couldn't go on here. Wait a second. I am stupid. I cannot heal. Why am I being so stupid? I mean, I can heal, but like I can't heal like properly. Because I actually wanted to keep this guy here. I like the beating heart. It's cool. I would have liked to keep that guy there because I feel like I could have probably powered up here. If I had been, you know, prepared for it and brought like the other ability to pogo. I kind of want to pogo now. I hate it. Wait, isn't there also, before I forget, I think there's a bench nearby, right? Not in this area, would be like to the right. But we can't reach that bench. Wait, what am I saying? Obviously I can reach that bench, I'm currently like in the top spot. I have like a bench in the bottom spot. I love the noises Hornet makes when she's in rage. Like an angry Hornet. I know, it's crazy. Now I'm gonna rest here real quick. I'm gonna switch to crest again. I know I didn't want to switch, but I'm sorry, it's exploration mode. Let's try this again. Wait, yeah, okay, I'm in the right one. Also, what's rumbling here? Has it been rumbling the entire time? It probably has, right? I'm just, you know, forgetting stuff. There's probably another beast in there that's going to give me like another crest, clearly. Because they're like just 10 beast crests. Okay, I would like to bring you over here, which is why I'm not attacking you right now. Get my stuff back. Hey buddy, come over here. I have like a really fun portion of murder over here. Can I? Oh, that was almost it. Come on, let me damage boost. I want a damage boost. Okay, I don't need to damage boost. I can just do it like this. Okay, we reached another place. That's probably the last place I'm gonna explore today, though. More guys. I can't believe this. Why do you want to fight me constantly? Just because I'm breaking into your home? Is that literally it? That's so rude. Do you know that? I'm just gonna boomerang you. Oh. They're coming out there, and I don't know how to dodge that one, so I'm just gonna run through you. That's also fine. I kind of want to fight them like separately. Like a little bit separated at least. I say a little bit, but that's not gonna happen, I think. Ouch. Oh. Ow. Okay, that was my protection. I need to heal. You know what, I'm just, yeah, it's probably easier to just fight that guy. You know, the guy who's like slightly less annoying. Come on. Get into range. I want to fight you properly. Stop being such a nerd. Like, such a flying nerd. Only nerds fly, right? Come on. Could you, like, at least stand in the boomerang for a little bit longer? That would also be nice. Ah, okay, that also works. Is that everything? Why did I murder you guys? Wait, what? Who did you watch go Ere? If it wasn't me, what? I am kind of confused right now. I am so... unless you talk about Ere, which is like completely different, but I don't know. I'm sometimes really confused about like writing, okay? Can't confuse me like that. Why is it shaking like this? I don't like this. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I was here before, but it's not on my map. That's like the confusing part, right? We only have... Yeah, that's just a small room. Why is this room here? Is it just to murder one guy? And his friend? I don't know. I'm trying to smack the entire floor. I have no idea why I'm here. It certainly was something. Maybe a Quinn Bobbin? Maybe? Who knows? I'm just kind of confused in general. My confusion will never end. Well, I did say that this would be my last place that I'm exploring today. And maybe it actually is. I feel like I don't have the energy for more at this point. It's fine, right? It's a game that requires hands, and I don't have the hands for this. And I am old. And I'm gonna sit down. Alright, that's reasonable. I'm gonna make like a rough plan of what I wanna do next time. Like, we've been up here. It's just an empty room. One hand in the grave, exactly. I mean, are you seeing the scar? Okay, I don't know if it's actually that visible on screen, but hey. Freaking basketball injuries. I don't even play basketball. Okay, next time I'm gonna go like to the left here, because I feel like this is probably the connection to here. Because otherwise I don't know how to reach you. I'm gonna put like... I'm gonna put like 4 of you here. Because I do know that like 1 means that I need a key there. But 4 just means this is like the next place I'm gonna explore. But I'm gonna do that on Sunday probably, right? Yeah, not Sunday, Saturday. Sunday I am actually busy. So anyway, let's go over to the just chatting screen. I'm gonna end the screen, or like this, not the screen, I can't talk, this, the game in the background. I'm gonna figure it out at some point. I'm gonna give you some music in the meantime. Yes, I want to quit the game. Wait a second. Wait a second. You're about to ask about how I got it, then laughing at yourself writing Scar instead of Scar because you're so used to typing Scar. Reasonable. To be fair, like I always... How do I put it? Not always, but there are a lot of words where I'm sometimes unsure if they are spelled with a C or a K, because obviously the German way would be with a K. And there are like some words in the English language that also use a K instead of a C, where both would make sense in my opinion. But who knows? Anyway, first of all, thanks for watching this section of Silksong Watchers. I'm gonna end the recording now.